me clearly. America is not a racist country.
We're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country.
This is Chef Ashleigh Shanti. You know, I looked her up and she seems to have a very good reputation. Well, she decided to open a restaurant in Asheville, North Carolina, and she has since been targeted by white supremacists. You know, you say pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and this is exactly what she's doing. And look at what they do when you do pull yourself up by the bootstraps. So, a highly acclaimed chef, Ashleigh Shanti, opened Good Hot Fish, and she opened her restaurant on January 20th, 2024 in Asheville, South Slope neighborhood. The restaurant preserves and celebrates Black history through its food and decor, bringing Southern fish camps and gullah cuisines to Asheville. And this is like a beer brewing district that she's in. And it covers, now they said she has been in magazines. She has been in magazines. So, like I said, she sounds like she's pretty good at what she does. So, when you go in the restaurant, they said it's the sounds of Black jazz and photos of, Black historians, on the walls. It sounds very nice, actually. Sounds very nice. On February 3rd, Shanti claims a group of people tried to interrupt her business with racist acts. In February 6th, on that date, Instagram post through the restaurant's account, Shanti and the group defaced Good Hot Fish entrance with a racist sticker and cut the power to her newly opened restaurant. And, from what she's saying, people were in there eating when this happened. Last Saturday, around closing time, a group of racists were doing what they do best and decided to shut the power off to our dining room while our last guests were enjoying their dinner, Shanti said. They then ran away like cowards when confronted by a guest and an employee, but not before outfitting our entrance with a disgusting sticker. The sticker read, the sticker read, "How to Ruin a White City," in the bottom. So above the lettering, there were 4 black and white buildings. In the right-hand corner, there was a hand holding a racial slur. Falling out of the can are small illusions of people. On the cuff of the sleeve, there was a Star of David. So this was on this little sticker. So, of course, she called the police. Asheville Police Department spokesperson Samantha Booth told the Citizens Times on the 8th of February that the police were investigating the incident. Shanti told Eaters, Carolina Online Food News and Dining Guide, that she was in Raleigh at the time of the incident. And so she noticed a group of men clustered down the street from the restaurant. She said she counted 3 and pulled a red lever on the external power breaker. Shanti told the news. The group fled, and then an employee yelled at them. One returned and, gave the bird, and they ran off. Ashleigh did not respond to multiple requests to speak to the Citizens Times. So what does she bring at her restaurant? They said she makes a southern fish, and she is a highly decorated chef who burst onto Asheville food scene as the executive chef at Benny on Eagle, a restaurant on the block, Ashleigh's historically black neighborhood. She earned the James Bird Award and a nomination during her tenure at the restaurant. Her star grew when she appeared on Bravo's Top Chef in 2022. Yeah, like I said, I looked her up, because I was curious about her restaurant and about her. And she has a very good reputation. She is labeled as a very good chef. So a lot of people want to say we are a nation of merit. Mars Hill University history professor and director of the Center for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Jonathan McCoy, told the Citizens Times February 8th she was a top chef contestant. And a world renowned people talk about how they come to Asheville if they want to eat at her place. Her character as a chef is top notch. But because of her color, her gender, she is judged to be less. Good Hot Fish Shanti returned to Asheville's food scene. She teased diners throughout the fall with pop-ups. And, they said she's been in that area, so she sounds like she is from North Carolina. This is where she lived her whole life. So in the Black community, fish camps evolved out to be fish fries. And he notes that the camps and fries are not exclusive to the Black community. Fish camps are businesses like barbecue stands that sell fish instead of meat, Miller said. Fish fries, he said, were a community gathering for enslaved people who typically worked on plantations until noon on Saturday, and then they had the weekend off before resuming work on Monday. During the time off, people would do activities that would supplement their diets, and that would be fish fries. Well, that was a good Black history lesson right there. That would get enough fish that they could preserve for the week, but then they would have to also have a feast. The fish fry was one of the most frequent ways that enslaved people would gather together and eat. Shanti is emblematic of what Miller called an exciting time for Black food traditions. He said that she was one of many talented chefs embracing cuisines that once stigmatized because of its association with slavery. The only way we're going to keep these traditions and our memories alive is to have somebody who is a standard bearer and say, hey, I love this food. This is my food. I want to share it with you. Good Hot Fish is open at normal hours, and Shanti said she is continuing to serve her food. So it looks like she's not going to throw in the towel because these incidents are happening to her, and that's good. So she said, we'll go even harder. She said on her Instagram post, I'll keep minding my own Black business and spreading love through serving good food for my people. Well, I wish her the best. If I was down there in Asheville, I would visit her restaurant, but I'm not down there. So everybody, I hope she is able to run a successful business, you know. And see, this lesson here is stop telling us to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. And then when our people do just that, you spend your time trying to sabotage them. So when you say pull yourself up by the bootstraps, you really truly don't mean it at all. Because if you did, you would never bother any Black man or woman that is running a business, but you do. You will go in there and do all kinds of things because you really don't want them to make it. But good for her for standing firm and digging in. I got a lot of respect for her. Y'all tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.